We're here at the Empire State Building in New York City, part of the media tour, because IndyCar invited us to interview their 2012 IndyCar champion, Ryan Hunter-Reay, here at the Empire State Building. And all these people are here to see Ryan Hunter-Reay. Really, that's not true. The media fit in one elevator to go up to the top floor to catch this interview. But actually, it was pretty good. Ryan's come from a long history of really slogging through a career, making it work step by step, and finally emerging as another one of these last-minute champions in 2012. Since 2005, coming out of karting through Champ Car, kart, IRL, and everything, he's worked really hard to make this career happen. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And then we've got the racing that happened this year to get him the championship. Defining wins at 3 venues, a real defining win at Baltimore, and he beat Will Power for the championship in the last race at Fontana. In fact, here comes the joke, Will Power lost the championship the last 3 years in a row by single-digit points. It happened again at Fontana. So bringing Ryan to the Empire State Building is a good idea. Bringing Will Power, who must be despondent after 3 years of losing it, to a tall building like the Empire State Building, it's probably a smarter idea. Let's go interview Ryan. So we're with another overnight sensation in IndyCar. That was sarcasm. We'll talk about that in a bit. Sorry? Talk about this season, this championship. I have 2 races in mind, but where was the defining moment for this championship for you this year?
That's a good question. You know, it's tough for me to say if that was Iowa or Baltimore. Iowa, we went out and we stole that race and passed every car to finish first, and that was a big moment. But Baltimore, coming from 10th, staying out on dry tires in the wet, was one of the hairier moments of the year, and one that I think we really earned. So I think Baltimore might take the cake.
Share a little bit about how you drive the car, and it seems like you work really close with Michael or whoever on strategy. How does that all fit together to make it happen?
Well, racing really is a team sport. You know, it doesn't get the rep for it that it has to do with a group of individuals, but it really does. You know, I'm the guy in the car. My name's on the side of the car, but these guys put the car together. They do all the pit stops, and like you say, working with Michael, it all comes down to the chemistry in the team and how he knows what I'm needing and I know what he wants, and you know, it feeds off itself. And when you have momentum and you build that through race wins and through success, you know, the group becomes closer, and here's what we have now.
So not to get too inside your head, but we come out of Sonoma and there was that crash at the end. Not your fault. Championship kind of changes tone. What happened going into the next race? How'd you manage that?
Well, after Sonoma, I was overcome with anger at what happened, and just because I want the championship more than anything in the world, and I really had to focus that energy towards positive, towards going back and stealing the championship back, and that's what we did as a group. You know, I had a long talk with myself in the mirror about midweek after Sonoma, and I said, hey, you can either you know kick the toys around the room, or you can go out there and do something about it.
And when Mike called the strategy on slicks at Baltimore, what did you think?
I thought this is either going to be genius or it's going to be incredibly stupid.
Got it. So now you're the ambassador of IndyCar. So put IndyCar in the perspective of all the other racing around the U.S.
It's the fastest racing in the world. It's what is unique to IndyCar is the fact that we are the only series that races on road circuits, street circuits, short ovals, super speedways, Indianapolis. It covers every discipline of racing. No other series does that.
Let's talk a little bit about your career. It's been a real push for you, fortitude to get there. What would you tell a young driver who wants to make a career in racing? What are you going to tell him?
My biggest thing all year, pretty much my whole career, has been just never give up. Even when the chips are down and it doesn't seem like it's going to go your way, there's always a way out. There's always a way to the top, and you just constantly have to look to the positive side.
Last question. Your new owner, Mike Andretti, loves to make predictions. Not your first race. Your first race you finished P2 back in 2010. Then he predicted you were going to win Long Beach, and you put that together. Then he predicted the championship. When Michael goes off with these predictions, what happens to you?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty bold at Baltimore when he said we're going to go win this thing, but we did, and you know, I think it's more he knows what he's talking about than anything else.
Well, it's a good vote of confidence. Are you going to keep the number 28? We know what that means to you.
I would like to keep the 28, but number 1 on the car would be really cool. I mean, I think the sponsors would really enjoy that. DHL, Sundrop, Circle K, and certainly Chevrolet deserves it as well. So 28 though it represents the 28 million people worldwide fighting cancer, and I'm very proud to run that number. So we'll see.
We'll be watching.
Thanks.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.